to see that when it happens.
All right, we've got some quick fire picks for you. Who is better? Let's start with shooters. Larry Bird versus Steph Curry. Who you got?
That's tough. But my choice for the best shooter in the history of basketball is Larry Bird. I know Steph is right now the bold pick, but
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
There below is Barclays Center and the borough of Brooklyn, where there's never a dull moment. Welcome to 2K Sports. We have the NBA coming up. Great to have you with us. This is Kevin Harlan along with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And of course, David Aldridge is joining us tonight from the sideline. Now that we have a second, let's take a quick peek at the rebounding numbers for the last handful of seasons for DeAndre Jordan.
It's a concerning trend for him. Whether he's lost some strength or just isn't putting in as much effort on the glass as he used to, he's not rebounding nearly as effectively anymore. And that's something that needs to change.
And now the Lakers starting group. LeBron and Davis, the incredible forward pair. Caldwell Pope out there with Dennis Schroeder. And it's Gasol and at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for the Nets, we've got Durant. Irving is out there with Harden. Then there's Harris. And it's Jordan in at the center position. And so off the tip, it's Brooklyn. Durant with it. Lets it go from deep. That shot, no good. So the Lakers will take it the other way. This game against Brooklyn here, it's their first look at the Nets.
And really, this is a team that expects to beat everyone when they step on the floor, but they were only able to split the series last year.
And you look at how they match up. Certainly you could see them losing, but you would still expect them to come away with 2 wins.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Offensive rebound, James. And they double up LeBron. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. So it's Brooklyn now. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, Frank Vogel had a few minutes to share with me. He's looking for his guys to put up a terrific performance tonight, especially at the defensive end. He said, we want to use our length and athleticism to protect the rim, make it hard for shooters to get clean looks. This is the first meeting of the season between these two. Guys, we'll see how it comes out.
All right, D.A., we appreciate it. They're focused on defense, Greg. We'll see how it plays out.
It's going to come down to hustle. And in this league, you have to be very quick to rotate when you're in help.
And that's why communication is so important. Guys have to talk to each other on the defensive end. I heard a coach once say that talking is energy, and energy is execution.
Here is Harden after the made shot from Dennis Schroeder. Harden the pass to Jordan. He blocked it and deflects off the backboard. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. A fantastic mobile one block. This one deserves another look.
Some intimidation right away. Got to show those shooters you're going to be there all night long.
Lakers have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Loads it up for Davis, and it's Davis with the jam.
There's no stopping that. AD is too long and strong to bother that alley-oop.
The Nets have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Here's Irving. He sinks the 11-footer.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Schroeder kicks to James. Pass to Gasol. Caldwell Pope outside. Trying to find Davis. He's got it now. Shoots over KD. And Davis gets it to go on the assist by Caldwell Pope.
Yeah, first and foremost, he's a pass-first team player, is Caldwell Pope. Love seeing that.
Harden against Caldwell Pope. Here's Jordan. Can't hit that one. Some solid defense from Gasol. Here's Schroeder. Rebound, Brooklyn. Coming off that loss against Philadelphia.
Yeah, I mean, on the road, their defense was just overrun. Couldn't match the intensity of the opponent, and it cost them.
And you know what, guys? It just seemed like they never really had the kind of energy necessary. They just weren't comfortable on the defensive end.
And the Lakers decide to take their first time out here. Green, he's checked in for Kevin Durant. And Los Angeles with some changes.
A chance to check out stats for Harris. This past month, he's really set himself apart, averaging 15 points a game, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists. And you talk about guys who just have a nose for putting up points. He is one of them.
Yeah, he sure is, and he rarely has back-to-back bad games. If he has an off night, he usually follows that up with a big night.
Here's Irving, following the basket by Kyle Kuzma. Irving dishes to Harris. The 3 from Harden. That shot, no good. And the Lakers will go the other way with it. They put up a nice win against Detroit the last time out.
And the bench turned up in that one. Whatever they couldn't get from their starters, they got from the reserves.
Well, you know, you hear about the importance of having depth all the time, bench players that contribute. In last game, their bench came alive.
Here's Caruso. We saw him with 10 points last game.
Well, you know, teams look for +6s, players whose wingspans exceed their height by a half foot. Montrezl Harrell is a 6'7" player with a 7'4" wingspan. If you're struggling with the math, ladies and gentlemen, that's a +9.
Here is Harden after the basket by Los Angeles. Shoots over Matthews, and the basket by Harden. Harden's got 6.
Already finding his spots and capitalizing, playing really efficient basketball.
Here's Caruso. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. Harrell the pass to Matthews. Shot clock at 6. Shoots from the elbow. Another shot. Brooklyn with the rebound. Jordan's got 4 rebounds in this game. In the corner, it's Harris. Launches it. Hits it from 3-point range.
You know, this is where Harris is most dangerous, one of the very best from behind the arc. His eyes light up when he gets these long-distance chances.
The shot and game clock separated by 4. Kept alive. Harrell, that's good.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Yeah, I like the way they're setting the tone. Really playing with a lot of energy here at the start.
Harden surveying the D. Count it.
I think if you're defending Harden, you got to take away his jumper. I mean, when he has space to shoot, he doesn't hesitate at all.
Both teams have it going here early and still close through the first quarter. Lakers lead by 1. 2K Sports back in a moment here in Brooklyn. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And taking a look at the Lakers' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing in the game?
aggressive at running guys to the backboard. You could tell it was part of their game plan coming in.
Yeah, and you know, when a team establishes an edge on the glass early, it really sets things up for the rest of the game.
Here's Harold. Taking a look at Los Angeles. Markieff Morris is out there with Kyle Kuzma. Then it's Matthews. Then there's Harold. And it's Caruso in at the point guard.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Now here's Durant. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good.
Well, that's virtually impossible to defend. I mean, with Durant's length, those long arms, and the high arcing shot that he shoots, the best you can do as a defender is challenge him and hope he misses.
And KD's got the ball here for the Brooklyn Nets. They trail by one. Luwawu to pass to Pell. Morris against Durant, 11 feet away. Here's Pell. Shoots over Kuzma, and it falls over the rim and in. KD's got 4 points in the quarter.
Boy, being able to score from any place on the court makes Durant a space creator for his team. I mean, it's not just inside, it's not just threes, it's that mid-range game too.
Los Angeles calls timeout. A platoon swap here for the Lakers. Now a look at the stats for Kevin Durant.
And he's gone dry over the past 10 games, guys. His scoring is way down, and he can't seem to fight his way out of the slump. He better get it going tonight, or they'll start losing patience with him.
Now here's Schroeder. He's coming off a 22-point game against Detroit. Here's Gasol. Here's Davis. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Well, what a great effort that time by Davis. Just never gave up on it. Worked through tough defense and still found a way to get it up and down.
And that one falls for Anthony Davis. Here's Pell. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Second quarter, we're a little over a minute and a half in. KD against Davis. Mark that as his 5th miss in 7 shots. The Lakers in the lead. LeBron outside. Gasol wide open. He fires. Misses the 3. For Brooklyn, they've gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Shot from the low block. He squares up and sinks it. KD's got it all tied up now for the Nets.
Well, I love the speed that Durant has. I mean, fantastic at slashing into the paint and scoring right at the rim. That length of stride of his and his speed, lethal combination.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Durant deciding where to go with it. Kevin Durant can't get that one to fall. Ball going up court, and the shot goes down. And it's a 4-point Laker lead.
Really good court awareness that time from Anthony Davis, seeing the floor and making the right decision.
Here's Pell, defended by Gasol. Brown trying to free himself up, and it's Pell missing.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
They grab their own miss.
Yeah, and listen, sometimes even the best of us are going to miss the easiest of opportunities.
Durant, and Davis sends it back.
Boy, I tell you what, Davis. Oh! Are you kidding me? Nasty. Tell you what, just add that one to the highlight reel. James is truly one of the greatest slam dunkers of all time.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
And here's Brown outside, drops in the tray. Brown's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
And no matter who it is, that kind of D isn't going to get it done.
Pass to Gasol. The rebound by Pell.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
The pass to KD. A minute 50 left in the first half of basketball. Out to the right wing. Luwawu-Cabarrot kicks to Brown. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
A platoon swap here for Brooklyn. The Lakers also making some changes. Montrezl Harrell, he's checked in for Gasol. Matthews comes in for Caldwell Pope, and it's Alex Caruso in for Dennis Schroeder. Goes straight through the defender for the dunk, draws the foul. He'll go to the line. It's going to be on James Harden.
Weight room muscle on display there. James, even when he gets hit, he can still score.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Los Angeles.
They've set the first half tone by getting out on the fast break and getting the defenders on their heels.
You know, another factor in their offense so far has been their ability to convert and score off turnovers.
Free throw good, LeBron.
You talk about LeBron James, he does it all. Defends, scores, rebounds, passes, high IQ, unselfish, a leader off the court as well as on.
Now, here is Irving. Averaging around 27.5 points a game, one of the best in the league. Green finds Harden. And the rejection by Harrell. And he recovers it. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. The Lakers with the ball. Lakers leading by 6. Davis dishes to James. Outside Matthews. Three-pointer. The Lakers get it back in a new 14. And it's Irving with the ball for the Brooklyn Nets. At the conclusion of this game, they're off to Detroit, where they'll face the Pistons. That'll be just one game played away from home for them. Just 4 to shoot. And they convert it last on attempt number 3. Irving's got 6.
All Irving needs is just a little room to convert, and he's good to go.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
And hammering down the two-hand slam.
Really piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
Now here's Harden. From deep. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Hey, Kevin, thank you. KD, moments of frustration for you early. What are you seeing out there?
Well, I missed a lot of shots. I'm just trying to be aggressive. I'm missing wide open threes and some shots I normally hit, so I just got to continue to keep being aggressive. My teammates looking for me. We got to do a better job on defense.
Hey, man, I'm sure those shots will start to fall in the second half. Thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and the Jet, Kenny Smith. Let's get to it. A competitive matchup for the Lakers in the first quarter. They ended the period holding on to a slim 1-point lead. They settled into a nice groove in the second quarter. It's now a 6-point lead, and they only need to keep it going in the third. And let's get your thoughts, Kenny, on the Lakers.
Well, this game has been a showcase of the Kings' talent, agility, power, and the shots keep falling. LeBron has the defense totally overwhelmed.
And over to the big fella, your thoughts on the Nets.
Well, those second chance points are huge, and they only came because of their effort. Their work on the offensive glass is what's keeping them in the game. They definitely should try to continue to stay tough on the glass. It's been key so far.
That about wraps it up. Time now for the second half of the game. We go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. What can you say? LeBron James, what an impressive effort today.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. We've got Jordan. Green.
Another one of those special nights for LeBron. I mean, you know, if he sticks around till he's an older fella, that all-time scoring career mark, wow, might be in jeopardy.
Now, here is Harden over Caldwell Pope, and too long on the shot. Feeds it to James. And LeBron throws it down hard.
LeBron James throwing it down is a thing of beauty. An incredible athlete who makes dunking look as easy as it can look.
Schroeder against Irving. Jordan trying to free himself up. Irving, good.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
Haven't we seen that a few times today, guys? I mean, their defense has got to have a little bit more toughness about it.
And if it doesn't, this is only going to get uglier. I mean, that's no way to defend a player of his caliber.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And, you know, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
Durant's checked in for the Nets. Tyler Johnson comes in for Irving. Kyle Kuzma's checked in for the Lakers. Little over a minute gone here in the second half. Harden draws the double. Kicks to KD. From downtown. Knocked loose, but he gets it back. Tries again, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Durant's got 8 points.
Yeah, he's got those Inspector Gadget arms. I mean, they go on forever. Durant, a threat on the offensive glass, too.
And a wide open look for James. Jordan with the rebound. Jordan's got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
Yeah, but they're 3 of 4 to start the second half.
Good on that shot, and with that, the Los Angeles lead is cut down now to just 6 points with that basket from James Harden. Schroeder outside. James against Harris. Good for the basket, number 9. He's only missed 2 shots from the floor all night. Nets have gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. Harden against Caldwell Pope. And here's Harris from the arc. And it's LeBron James with the rebound. James has got his 6th rebound on the night. And it's good. Looking quite sharp with 10 of 12 shooting tonight.
Monster quarter for him. He's put the team on his back, trying to carry them to the W.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
Yeah, you know, just look at the numbers, guys. I mean, they are being taken to the woodshed in the paint.
Irving's checked in for the Nets. Morris is checked in for Los Angeles. It's Harden with the drive. Lakers leading by 10. Here's Caldwell Pope. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. LeBron's got 3 assists in the game. Irving against Schroeder. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Well, you've got to be careful and skillful in how you guard Irving. I mean, he's really adept at drawing fouls.
This is his first free throw of the game. And he knocks down the first one. Both free throws good for Irving.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
James, the pass to Morris. Back to James. To the middle. Here's Schroeder. And there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time. Schroeder's got the lead up to 12 now for Los Angeles. Outside for Durant. Shoots over Kuzma. And off the front iron, and in it goes. KD's got 10 points in the game. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Irving against Schroeder. Morris outside. 6 to shoot. Caldwell Pope lays it up and banks it in. Caldwell Pope's got 4 points in the quarter.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Harden the pass to KD. And there's 1:45 left to play in the third. And it's Kuzma with the ball for the Lakers. The 12-point lead, their biggest of the game. Count that one.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Brooklyn's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Harden against Caldwell Pope. Here's Irving. Nice spin off the left rim and in. 12 points for him.
Well, you certainly can't fault him as the reason they're behind. He's been on target and on top of his game.
When Kuzma first entered the league, the Lakers were a rebuilding team. Now, Greg, he's one of the more experienced pieces on this team.
And Kuzma's made the most of it, switching to a learning role. Tries to absorb as much as he can from the vets. And he does everything he can to pick their brain and improve on those little things in terms of championship caliber basketball.
The Lakers making a switch here. Harrell, he's checked in for Morris. Anthony Davis comes in for LeBron. Matthews, he's checked in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And it's Alex Caruso in for Dennis Schroeder. Here's Durant, and finished off by KD.
Well, the elevation from Durant should come as no surprise there. I mean, he's dangerous above the rim, and he can go way above it too, folks.
Here's Caruso. Bucket is good. Caruso's got 6.
And this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Boy, I like the disposition and attitude since halftime. They're patiently looking for good shots.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, you know, with that size difference, that's not an easy shot. I mean, I don't care how close to the rim he is, that's a tough shot.
The Lakers making a switch here. Schroeder's checked in.
You know, what comes to mind first when you think of Irving is his handles. Rush hour tight, but also his dynamic ability as a scorer.
Harrell, that's good.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
The play in the paint has gone almost entirely all their way.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. That one's good. The Laker lead is cut down to 12 points on that basket from Irving.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
Caruso looking for an opening. On the wing, Davis. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Lakers on top, up by 12. And will return shortly. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. And on the court for the Lakers to start the fourth, we've got Dennis Schroeder. Montrezl Harrell is out there with Anthony Davis. Then there's Kyle Kuzma, and it's Caruso in at the point.
When Jordan comes to deny a shot, his size and reach give him a big advantage.
Down low, here's Durant, and it's blocked. What a play as he just snatches the shot out of midair. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that, that's your only option.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there.
And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Lakers?
Boy, guys, I really like how they've driven the ball to the basket in this game. I mean, they've been very aggressive with it.
Yeah, but they've also done a great job of playing in space, getting out in transition every opportunity.
Schroeder hits them both. Now Harden buys their comeback bid and better get started.
I don't know, because it's going to take a pretty big run to get back in this one.
Boy, great display of concentration and tenacity from Irving there. Fighting his way through contact, getting it up and down, plus the foul.
And that one falls for Irving.
Of course, he didn't have an attempt there in the first half. He's hoping to be a little bit more active and aggressive here and draw some fouls here in the second.
Now here's Schroeder. Caruso, the pass to Harrell. Davis kicks it over to Schroeder. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that dunk.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
And that's terribly demoralizing for a defense, guys. I mean, they know he's going to keep coming and coming and coming, and that they may not have an answer for it.
Passes it to Caruso. Here's Kuzma. Lays it up off the glass.
Kuzma excellent at using his height and touch to perfection. Very confident player.
On the wing, Irving. Irving double team. Outside, KD. Over Davis. KD's shot is off.
Boy, he's got to be disappointed in the result there. I mean, the defender really didn't make any impact at all. Guys, I tell you what, feels like everything is coming easy to him. Just taking what he sees and capitalizing.
Now, here is Irving. Basket good.
Timeout.
Irving's got 27.
And really, the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back.
Los Angeles calls timeout. And some changes here for the Lakers. LeBron, he's checked in for Kyle Kuzma. And it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope in for Alex Caruso. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, during that last timeout, I listened to Frank Vogel talk to his team. His point to them was that they put themselves in the position to succeed and that this is their game to lose. So he needs to see full concentration out of every guy on the court to finish this one off. Kevin?
Here's Irving, following the basket by Anthony Davis. And here is Irving. Makes it off the glass. He has 29.
You know, he's got to be exasperated right now, fellas. I mean, playing excellent ball, but they're still losing.
Pass to LeBron. Off target from three-point range. Nets trailed by 10. Irving attacking. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Harden's got his 5th assist in this one. James against Harris. A shot's good from LeBron. James has got 12 points here in the second half.
Tell you what, if he's within shouting distance of the basket, he's going to get his buckets. You can count on that.
KD on the wing. He's guarded by Davis. Shot from the wing. Durant, no good. Lakers leading by 10. Second chance shot. And Davis can't get it to go. The Nets have gone 6 of 9 on their field goal attempts since the start of the fourth quarter. From deep, Harden doesn't get it to drop for him. Caldwell Pope with some nice D. Here's the break. It's good, only a few seconds into the shot clock. And the Lakers lead by 12.
Hey, it's not easy trying to stick with Caldwell Pope now, especially when he leaks out in transition.
Irving drives in. The Lakers with the rebound. Harrell's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Wasted no time on that one.
Well, the first thought from the D there was to protect the rim, so good idea to take the 3 in transition.
Timeout called the Nets. They're down by 15. There's a minute 47 left in the fourth. And now let's present our New Balance Player of the Game, LeBron James.
And in terms of his shooting, this has been one of the more accurate performances you'll ever see. I mean, he's been in constant motion, creating a lot of good looks for himself. But still, even when you're wide open, you expect to miss some of the time. That has not been the case here tonight. This guy has made everything.
And as the star of this team, he knows he's going to be the object of the crowd's anger. It's Harden with the drive.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the Lakers.
They really had it going, guys. Their offense propelled them.
In this case, it was the higher shooting percentage that made the difference and earned them the W.
And so they'll stretch their victory total to 19 on the season.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
When it is just a 2-game season series, the team winning game 1 has that slight mental edge going into the second meeting, knowing they've already solved their opponent one time and only have to do it one more time.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for LeBron.
He did all the dirty work that they needed, clearing out space underneath and securing rebounds.
Los Angeles making a switch here.
Now into the lineup for the Lakers. Marquise Morris. Taylor Horton-Tucker. Quinn Cook.
There's 49 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Here's Horton-Tucker. Guarded by Harris. 4 on the shot clock. To the inside, Cook. DeAndre Jordan grabs the miss.
Boy, he has to put that one away. A solid opportunity, gone awry.
Outside for Durant. Back to Harris. Nets passing it around. Gasol with the steal. And they can just dribble the ball until the buzzer.
Yeah, they got to be happy with the outcome.
Here's Horton-Tucker.
Nets foul call. James Harden. That's his 3rd personal foul. At the line for the Lakers, Taylor Horton-Tucker. Taking 2 shots.
First free throw is good. He hits both from the stripe. Here's Chiozza. It's off. And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. Anthony, a great team victory. What was most